Kelsy, that deer's really big. We're gonna be hunting 2 bucks today.
Yes! Heart was pumping out of my chest.
Was it?
Yeah.
You're an incredible hunter, and your dad should be very proud of you. He really should.
In the beginning, we felt our success could only be measured in inches, and we'll never lose that drive to go big. But there's so much more to it now. It's about friendships. It's about putting a smile on someone's face and giving them their chance to be a hunter. That's something to be proud of. Being a hunter, the anticipation, the adrenaline, the journey, and the inevitable fact that you cannot control the outcome and the mystery that comes with that. There's nothing else like it. It's who we want to be. It's how we want to live our lives. And besides family, it's what we live for.
He is unbelievable. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. How exciting was that? How exciting was that?
Look at his brown eyes! Oh, he's so wicked.
He just stood up and looked the other way. The moment we've been waiting for so long. Better do it.
Stealth Cam proudly presents Live to Hunt with Cody and Kelsy.
The wind's not right for my stand today. Kelsy kidnapped me, brought me here. And now I think I will become the hunter. Kelsy, that deer's really big.
I know. Where else would you really want to be?
Back at my stand with my
Don't
big
answer
buck.
that. Don't
Okay.
answer.
Do you think maybe you'd let me shoot him? I just batted my eyelashes.
The remote that you had on here,
Yeah?
where's that at, Cody?
Richie, I'm not the flipping cameraman. How am I supposed to roll the camera gear?
Because you were using it yesterday.
Rookies. He thinks I don't know where all the gear is. I think everyone will agree that I'm the most organized guy on the team.
No comment there.
Richie, I see bits of organization once in a while. I'm pretty impressed today.
He's fired. Bye, Richie. I just made more room in the blind.
Sitting in a whitetail blind with Kelsy and Richie, 2 of my best friends, and ultimately, my family, with the exception of Burke and Bo not being there. Partner the good company with big whitetail bucks buzzing your tower, and there's really no place I'd rather be in the month of November.
We ditched Cody today to get more leg room in the blind, and I'd say it's working out pretty good. A lot more comfortable today.
That day all 3 of us were sitting in the blind together is rare. Normally we're split up, hunting as many stands as we can at once. Anything we can do to up our odds, including helpful little details like spreading Evercom around our blinds to make the deer feel at ease.
It's December 1st today, and we have exactly 1 week left of hunting season.
Live to Hunt with Cody and Kelsey is brought to you by Stealth Cam, Proven, Conquest Sense, the makers of Evercalm, Limb Saver, products that work, 10-Point Crossbow Technologies, there is no substitute, Black Eagle Arrows, superior carbon technology, Quencher, and Vortex Optics.
Kelsey, Richie, and I put in so much time, knowing it takes that much effort to capture those few rare moments that we need for a season. But when you're focused on one big buck, and you have one blind set up to hunt him, raises the question, what do you do when the wind isn't right? These are the days that I recruit friends to come and sit with me on other stands. For the most part, it's kids, thinking of how many hunting partners I have over the course of a year, and how many pitches you have to swing at before you hit a home run. You just never know which partner will get the chance to jog the bases.
How big a buck are you gonna shoot, you think?
Whatever's past its ears.
Past its ears?
Yeah.
14-year-old Jaron Arguin, a youngster that I've definitely knocked it out of the park with on past muleys.
Drilled him. You drilled him, Jaron.
Yes!
He just went down.
Oh,
Jaron.
yes.
Jaron, how old are you again?
13.
13 years old. You shot bigger bucks, muley bucks, and whitetail bucks than people that are 95 years old, kid. Unbelievable. How exciting was that, him walking in like that?
Oh, my heart was pumping out of my chest.
Was it?
Yeah.
Look at the blood. Oh, he is beautiful. Good work, brother. Give me 5.
Jaron, you and I have had a heck of a year together, bud.
Oh, yeah.
First, a 200-inch mule deer with a 10-point crossbow, and now a gorgeous big black antlered bush buck here in northern Saskatchewan. Chocolate antlers, he's got bark all over his bases and his brow tines. I'm so happy for you, Jaron. We were barely even getting into the groove, figuring out the hunt, and this big old buck came walking out. I've just had so much fun with you. You're a pleasure to hunt with, and you're a great shot, and you're a good kid, and I really hope that we can do it again sometime.
Thank you.
No problem. Congratulations, bud.
I hope I can tell one of those stories after today that's my last day buck. Because I hear a lot of those stories, so I hope. That is one of the 3 bucks I was hoping I would see. And now he's standing in front of us broadside, even with a leg forward at 30 yards. I was hoping he was going to look a little bit better. I think he's a little bit young yet. I think it'd be a heartbreaker to shoot him, I do. It's kind of a bittersweet feeling for me. This last few minutes, as the light fades out of the sky and it's over, means all the bucks, all the does, they're safe for another year, and that's a pretty cool feeling too, even as a hunter. It is.
I'm gonna say what a lot of you are thinking right now. There's no way you TV show people strike out. The fact of the matter is, we do, a lot. Way more often than you think. Kelsey ate her tag in 2015, but was fresh and standing back at the plate for a new season. days kept rolling by with no luck, but she was determined.
These are by far my favorite snack in the world, and they're good for you. I don't drink anything sitting all day, so these have electrolytes. Are you tired of headaches from stress from your husband? Worry no more. Just quit your electrolyte headache juice. We've only seen a fawn all day, but who cares when you can hand feed mice?
For 2 years in a row, Kelsey's hunt was drawing out in a big way. Richie was hunting for himself at another stand, and I was Kelsey's cameraman. Every day that this hunt continued, my mind would get heavier and heavier. I had made a promise to a youngster that I would take her hunting, and given the unique circumstances, I absolutely could not let this promise slip by. And the fact that there were only 2 days left of hunting, it was driving me crazy.
We're trying something very different today.
Kelsey and I decided to take this young lady with us so we could all sit together in the dying minutes of the season.
Gotta walk into our stand now, and in about 20 minutes time, we're gonna be hunting 2 bucks today. I've been putting poor Mackenna off because Kelsey hasn't shot her buck, but we're down to the wire now.
And if we didn't have to bring Cody, we'd have a lot more room, like a lot more room.
And I would like to see this battleship function without the nucleus. Are you excited?
Yes.
Me too.
This young lady's name is Mackenna Hansen. I met her at a speaking engagement at a wildlife banquet. It was there that I learned how passionate this girl was about hunting and how accomplished she already was for only being 14 years old. I also learned that she had lost her father, Chris, who tragically passed away on a mule deer hunt doing what he loved long before his time. Chris left behind a beautiful family, including this little girl. Mackenna not only lost her dad, she lost her hunting partner. Learning all of this, the fact was, Mr. Hansen was a total stranger, but I'm confident we would have been great friends, given we shared the same passions. Being a father myself, I felt like I owed it to Chris to take his daughter hunting to ensure the strong roots he had planted for her would continue to grow. So I extended an invite, and Mackenna's family graciously accepted.
That was quite a spike bite.
Boys in your school fight like that.
Yeah.
With an hour of daylight left on our first day with Mackenna, a heavy old buck we call Popcans appeared, and one could only assume this was our chance.
It was pretty big. It's pretty cool.
It's the end of the season for me. We're leaving for Texas in 2 days. And things change when you have kids and responsibilities. And I mean, we've gotten all the help we can possibly get from family and friends. And now I have to go back to being a mommy tomorrow, which I can't complain about that, but it's pretty disappointing when you put in so much hard work and time into something and you get nothing. But hunting's the name of the game, and it happens to all of us, so.
Okay, so tell me what you thought of day one.
Well, it was pretty cool. It was a lot of deer came in. It was pretty exciting.
Kelsy strikes out for the second year in a row on whitetails. I always have this mentality that with whitetails in Saskatchewan, if you put enough time in, you're gonna get them. No, sir.
Live to Hunt with Cody and Kelsey is brought to you by Stealth Cam, proven. Diamond Archery, cutting edge innovations. Rage, leading the evolution in lethal technology. Walker's Game Ear, protect it or lose it. Cooper Firearms of Montana and Heater Bodysuit. Mossy Oak and Nomad.
We're gonna get us a great big buck today.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
She's an awesome girl. We've only hunted with her one day. And you don't even know she's in the blind. She's so quiet. And she said last night that stuff that her dad taught her, she'd get mad if she made noise in the blind. So it's a treat.
The first buck in, I hadn't said a word, and Mackenna was crawling out of her heater bodysuit. This was the buck for her.
Drilled him. Mackenna, you drilled him.
Oh my God.
I met Mackenna about 8 months ago at a show that I was speaking at, a wildlife banquet. And at that show, that's where I learned that Mackenna's dad had passed away, and that's her hunting partner. And that moment that I heard her story, I offered to take her hunting this year. And that's what brought us here right now to this freezing cold blind in Saskatchewan. And I'm sorry your dad can't be here with you, pal. But I want to let you know you're an incredible hunter, and your dad should be very proud of you. He really should. You're a good kid.
Given the circumstances, it just seemed that the fairy tale ending would fall into place. That's why it was so incredibly hard to accept that after 50 yards, the blood trail began to fade. This wasn't how this story was supposed to end. Somehow, I had to stop Mackenna, look her in the eyes, and tell her we weren't going to find her deer on this day.
Okay, maybe just stop for a sec.
I broke it to her and took her home. Deep down, Richie and I knew this wasn't how the story was supposed to end. And even after days gone by, and knowing there was little to no chance of salvaging any part of this deer, we kept searching.
Richie, come on, get up here. Okay, so I'm coming through the bush and I'm following a coyote trail. It's one set of paw prints coming through the bush. And as I'm walking along, the trail goes from this wide to this wide to this wide till I come to this meadow, and this place is just thrashed. I look down, here's an old gnarly buck leg laying at my feet. And I'm thinking, okay, he's right here. I look over, there's hair all under this tree and it's pounded down. Come look at this. I come over here, I look down at this hair, and I look over there. Look at this, come here. He's absolutely beautiful. He's got gnarly ridges on the bottom of his beam, black antlers. Mackenna, I remember giving you a hug in the blind, girl, after you shot this buck with your 10-point. And I remember saying that it felt like your dad was helping us that day. I love you, girl. You're an awesome kid, and this is a beautiful buck. and I can't wait to show up on your doorstep and bring them to you.
Mr. Hanson, you raised a wonderful daughter, and I want you to know, from one mule deer hunter to another, Mackenna will always have a place in our hunting camp until the end of time.
To follow the Live to Hunt team, join us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. To order Live to Hunt DVDs and apparel, go to livetohunt.com. Next week's previews brought to you by Squincher, hydration that works.
Next week, it's Live to Hunt with my brother Brian Stevens, a man who truly lives for adventure. In 2016, he had a hunting season for the ages, multiple accomplishments that each in their own are lifelong dreams. Alaskan Yukon moose and a giant muley with his diamond bow, a world-class Dall sheep with his Cooper rifle, and so many more moments that anyone would be blessed to live. Come with us on a journey that you don't want to miss. See you next week.